Little did I know. From shadows to light, my story.
Chapter 1. From Shadows to First Light. Born into chaos and love in Cohoes, David, the youngest of the Liddle triplets, learns early that memory, shame, class, faith, music, and masculinity will tug him in different directions. Yet the pull toward gentleness and purpose keeps showing through. Preschool memories. In this chapter, I revisit the fragmented landscape of my early childhood. Memories from those formative years can be elusive and contradictory, shaped by unresolved emotions, distorted perceptions, or the influence of others' narratives. While they are not always reliable in a literal sense, these recollections remain vital in understanding the roots of my identity and emotional landscape. One memory stands out vividly. I remember sitting at the kitchen table with my two sisters, perched on a long wooden bench, waiting eagerly for dinner. Our mother had placed plastic plates in the oven to warm up the food. Then, smoke. The kitchen began to fill with it, and Mom was nowhere in sight. She had dozed off, and the plates had caught fire. My older sister Sharon, likely drawn by the smell, rushed in, turned off the oven, and flung the melting plates into the deep sink across the room. Mom woke to Sharon's angry shouting. I must have been just 2 or 3 years old. Another time, I found myself in the middle of a heated family argument. My parents and older brother Billy were fighting in the kitchen. Tension crackled through the air until suddenly something heavy, a vase perhaps, was thrown and struck my father. Ah! He cried out in pain. I burst into tears, scared and helpless. Everyone was crying. Mom was yelling. I was likely no older than 3. There's also a vivid memory of my sisters and me playing in the bathroom, climbing up on the sink counter, opening the medicine cabinet. I can still see the small round pills, the bottle left open. We each ate some. I remember the hospital visit that followed, the painful gagging of the tube, the burning in my stomach. My mother later told me we were 3 years old when that happened. But when I brought up the memory as a teenager, she insisted it couldn't be true, that I was too young to remember. Her denial felt deeply invalidating, as though she were calling me a liar. Some memories from those years remain inexplicably strange, like dream fragments that never fully fade. Visits to an aunt's house in Valencia, where Victorian furniture and musty books filled the rooms. A man who spoke gibberish and made me listen to odd sounds through headphones. An old woman marking my forehead with ashes, tossing salt. These recollections haunted me well into my adolescence, only to be repeatedly dismissed by my mother. She insisted they never happened. Over time, I began to recognize a painful pattern. When I voiced these early memories, she would deny them or subtly gaslight me. It became a recurring cycle, me questioning my reality, her rewriting it. There were also eerie, terrifying memories, ghostly faces staring through the windows of our creaky, turn-of-the-century duplex on Maston Avenue in Cohoes. The house stood beside West End Park, a place I later learned had once been a Civil War-era cemetery. Little did I know. These images stayed with me unresolved and unexplained. Now, with more clarity, I understand that these memories, real or reconstructed, carry emotional truths. They are not just remnants of the past, but active forces shaping my present. As part of my healing, I am learning to acknowledge and process the emotions they hold, to disentangle myself from the stories others imposed on me, and to reframe the meaning they have carried for so long. This inner work is essential. By rewriting these narratives and releasing the pain they carry, I aim to clear the emotional residue that has fueled limiting beliefs, poor choices, unhealthy attachments, and self-defeating behaviors. It is a journey of reclaiming my past so that it no longer defines my future. thank you for spending this time with me, the Pussycat Wizard. These moments we share, whether in shadows or in light, are threads in a much larger story, one I'm honored to tell with you beside me. As always, the journey continues. The next chapter subsection is waiting, and I'd be honored if you'd walk with me a little further down this road. Until then, keep the wonder alive, and I'll see you in the next episode of Little Did I Know.
If it's a moment you're after, let's give this a shot. 3 quick breaths in through the nose, believe it or not, it will render you happy in the sunshine of the day. I love living in Bisbee and no, I am not gay. The flowers do smell so wonderful in spring. I sit on my porch, a throne for a king. My libido is for magic, man or woman it's not. So celibacy, I'm after magic mushrooms and pot. It's my life, I've chosen, like it or not. Bullfrogs and butterflies, Aunt Ruth, she had wrote, if music's like living, then I love every note. Bullfrogs and butterflies and plenty of pot. In the streets of Cohoes, where I call my home, with Sharon, Debbie, Doreen, James, and William, we all roam. From the block to the park, we never walked alone. Through thick and thin, siblings forever tightly sewn. Playing ball in the playground under the summer sun, running through the alleys, feeling free and young where the Hudson River flows. We found our fun. Cohoes, the small town where childhood begun. I sit on my porch, a throne for a king. My libido is for magic, man or woman, and it's not. So celibacy, I'm after magic mushrooms and pot. It's my life, I have chosen, like it or not. Bullfrogs and butterflies, and Ruth, she had wrote, if music's like living, then I